Hey guys, today we're going to be covering a tutorial on 10,000 Reasons by the Worship Collective. So the first part is we're going to break down the chorus. So the first chorus is basically some big chords down here on the lower part of the neck. So they're going to go from the C2 to the G to the D and then to an E minor over G. And that's really going to help fill it out. And so I'll demonstrate that now, and then we'll walk through the different positions on here, and then we'll also cover the verse part, which is basically centered around the G in a different shape here. So this is just going to allow us to be able to alternate between the sus and then back to the G again. So here we go. Here's the chorus.
Chorus. Breakdown.
Up next, we are going to be covering the first verse, and so here's where we want to make sure we have the delay on, and we have some light gain and a little bit of light reverb. That's about it. So on my BigSky, which is what I'm using, and it can be whatever reverb pedal you have, just add a little bit of reverb to kind of work with the delay and flesh out, give you a foundation underneath your playing, and it's really going to help with this syncopated rhythm that we have. There is a bit of a palm muting technique you'll incorporate as part of this riff when you have this, when you're playing in between this G and the sus, right? Is you're going to want to have the meat part of your hand on your picking hand, which is this right here. You're going to kind of want that resting on the back part of the bridge, and just in front of the, right where the pickup is, just in front of the bridge. And that should help keep the strings from ringing out when you're performing this part. So here we go. Here is the verse. And verse 1 is a sort of a syncopated rhythm around this G shape here, lower on the neck. So, you know, traditionally you have your standard G shape down here, and all you're doing is just you're using your 3 fingers on the D, G, and B string, right? And you are going to be alternating between the 1 and the 3 here in the syncopated rhythm. And by the 1 I mean the G, and the 3 I mean the B. What's really cool is that you actually have your major scale right nearby. So here's your G, and you notice that we have G down here, and we have a G right here. And so your the third on the G major scale is B. So if I go G, A, B, so we've got B, G, B, G, B, G and B, right? And so essentially this syncopated rhythm is just alternating between these 2 strings. So we're doing, and we're doing that palm muting technique where we take the meat part of our picking hand and we place that just in front of the bridge, right by the back pickup, to give us that chunky sort of rhythmic feel to it. And that's really all there is to it. So basically we're starting on that G and we're playing on the D string. So 2 and 3 and 4 and then we're going down, we're sliding down here, keeping the pinky on the G. We are going down to, so remember G, A, we're going down to the A, and then we're just going to play the same rhythm. And then back up. And then here's where we play, so we've got G, A, B, C, so then we have the C out of that G major scale, and then we're going to basically play the sus there. So So that's the idea of what it sounds like. So let's hear what that sounds like in the context of the mix. So in the next part, we go back into the chorus. There is a little bit of a walk up on the C there. So we got a B to C, right? So there's that. And then we repeat that chord progression. So you can go back and look at the first part if you need to know the chord progression there. And then we go into the breakdown. So this is going to be a very similar chord progression to the first chorus. And all we're going to do is add that palm muting technique that we talked about with our palm of our hand here. But this time it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to let the first part of the chord ring out and then drop our hand down. So we want to be able to add this little bit of driving rhythm to it. And don't worry, you'll get the hang of it if you keep practicing. Ring out the chord, and then as you get through all of the strings, then rest your hand down to kind of stop those strings from ringing out. So here's what that's going to sound like in the context of the mix for the build-up.
Build 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.